A lot of people really have this dream of getting started the phone accessory business, and the only thing that I've really observed with a number of people is that they don't have much capital to get started. Like, this has been a very hard problem with a lot of people to get started. Okay, and it's safe to say that most of the people have got better dreams. Like, when given a push, they can actually go further in life. They can actually achieve what they want to do or what they want to have as their own dreams, right? And in doing so, I always encourage people to say, when you want to do this business, the best that you can do is look for a job, work, save the money, then come back to the business. That's the best that you can do. Or you can use this other alternative that I used myself. Like, you sell what you have, guys. Okay, you should sell what you have. Some of you are crying to say you don't have startup capitals, but you have phones that can actually work as capitals. Why not selling that phone and also buying the stock that you need? Okay, so why not selling those assets you have in the house? Imagine someone complaining of not having capital. They have chairs in the house, they have got fridge in the house, they have got TV in the house, so they are sitting home and saying, no, I don't have capital to get started. I mean, why should someone stay like that? Okay, if you actually need to start, there's a lot of sacrifice that you need to put in place. I mean, I can't stay perfectly well in my home watching television when I know to say I really need money for me to do such and such a thing. I cannot sit comfortably there and watch television. I mean, television, of course, that's money. So why not get that television, sell it, and then raise the money that I want? Okay, because if at all everything goes well, then I'm gonna be fine. I will still come back and buy the same television. You see, so that's what people really need. Now, there is also another alternative that people mostly look at, and that is getting a bank loan. Getting a bank loan. This is what I'm going to talk about with you in this video. Getting a bank loan. Okay, so getting a bank loan can be fine, and also can have these negative issues. But if you are getting started, I wouldn't advise you to get a bank loan. Okay, and here are the following reasons why I do feel, I mean, for someone who's already started, for someone who's already working and they've got access to having this bank loan, that is okay, they can get the bank loan. But now, for a person who is completely, you don't have a name, you don't have a shop, you don't have anything, you just want to get started, I mean, it's very difficult for you to get the loan. Okay, and I have organized for you some of the reasons that I want to give you, that you may decide to have it or not. Okay, so here are the reasons why I do feel, as a person who's getting started with a phone accessory business, should not get a loan. The first one is, business is so unpredictable, guys. Okay, business is very unpredictable. Okay, so you might be this person who says, okay, fine, let me get started, I'll do this, I'll do this. Mainly when we sit down, we think about how things are going to move. Okay, but when you get on the ground, you start working, you start following up the business, then you find that it's different from the way you were expecting it to be. Okay, so there have been so many times that my business has gone in different directions, unlike the way I was expecting it to go. Like, there have been times when I buy stock and I think to say, okay, this stock that I've bought is going to make me a lot of money, but at the end of the day, it goes on a different track, and it becomes so different, guys. It becomes so uneasy for me even to to do stuff on myself. Okay, sometimes it becomes so difficult even to just get profit for the business. Okay, there have been businesses, like, I mean, just within the phone accessory business, then I think to say, let me strike this and this and this is gonna work like this, then I find out to say it completely goes against from what I was expecting it to go. And sometimes what you need to know is that sometimes the business will just be slow. Yeah, very slow sometimes. And also, there are also these moments, like when you start over the business, you'll not make profits right there and then. That's a fact. Okay, let's say, for example, you start making profits after 6 months, maybe after 1 year. Just an example. For your run, you'll still be paying. If the payment plan was that you'll be paying every month, then even if you made profits or you didn't make profits with your business, you actually need to go and repay the loan. Okay, so no matter how a business is profitable, it is not just so advised for you to sit down and get a loan to get started. It is very difficult. Okay, let's say maybe you stay for 2 years. Let's say the business fails. There are also all those issues. The business might fail, and when the business fails, you still have to pay the same amount of money. Which are the risks that some of you can actually avoid? One of the things that I've seen, which is a problem with most of us, is that we are so scared in starting small. And sometimes it's not being scared, but sometimes I think we are just these people who just don't like to get over the shame. They are so shy in starting little things. And you know what? Things that are bigger, they always started small. So if you are shy starting small, then it means you don't want to get bigger. I always tell you to say, when you want to get started and then you want to start as a big person already, then it means there's no reason in starting. Okay, it means you're already rich. So you got to start small and then become rich as time goes on. The second reason why I think loans are so bad is that the interest rates are so high, they are so insane. Okay, last time I was talking to my friend, like, when you get a 20,000, how much are you expected to pay? It was so insane. You see, it was maybe like somewhere around 50,000 or 70,000, somewhere around there. Someone gets a 20,000, then they have to repay maybe a 50,000 or 70,000. And with the setup in most of the countries, when the inflation strikes, then it means they're also be increasing the rates. Okay, so I do feel the interest rates, they're just too big to the extent that all the profits that you'll be making, they'll be going to the payment of the loan. As a result, you work 2 years, 3 years without making any profits because of the crazy interest rates for you to get them back to the bank and all that and all those stuff. So I do feel like it is just quite insane for you to do such. Now think of this, maybe someone has already started, already have customers, already have systems. If I get the loan quickly, I can repay it back because I already have the business. The reason why I'll be getting the loan, I've already spotted a space where I can say, okay, fine, if I get this money, I'll buy this, it will work out as soon as possible. For me, it might work out because I've already started and I've already established everything. But if it's you that is starting like that, those interest rates are going to kill your profits. You'll be working, the only thing that you'll be doing, the profits you'll be having, you'll even be giving the bank, and that's all. You see? And this will also hinder your growth. That's about it. Okay, so the other reason why I feel getting loan is really bad is even if the business is slow, you still have to pay the loan. Even when it's raw, even when it's bad, you still have to go and pay the loan. Okay, so loans don't care. What they care about is the agreement that you have with them. Okay, so whether it work, it will not work, it doesn't matter. The only thing that they want is you to give them the money. That's all. So if you said it's monthly, when the month comes, whether the business slow or whether the business was good, whatever it is, but when the month and the time, the period comes, you have to do what? You have to go and repay them, which is really bad. I don't feel someone has to pay despite going through hardships, because when your business is slow, those are hardships that you're going through. But so I think getting a loan is somehow, it's something else. Okay, it also can affect your decision making. Okay, it can affect your decision making. I mean, you can spot somewhere where you want to invest. You can spot something, say, okay, if I do this, it's gonna work like this. Okay, so when you are doing business, you are this person who is broad-minded. Like, there's just so much that you're overthinking. There's a lot of decisions you have to make within a day. There are a lot of decisions you have to make in a week and month and a year. So now if you're this person who is held up with a loan, sometimes it may affect your decision making because you're thinking, okay, if I did this, I have a loan to repay, so I can't do this. If I did this, I can. Even if you know to say what I'm gonna do, it can be beneficial to my business, sometimes it will rock you up because you have a loan to pay. So it's difficult for you to do such certain things. You see, guys, so that's about it. It's so hard. Your decision becomes so crooked. Your decisions become so, they are very limited. You can't decide many things that will benefit your business. You cannot expand because you have a loan. You cannot expand because your priority is to pay the loan. Okay, so every money you have, let's say you have some profits, good of them, and you'd want to maybe to expand your business and all that stuff. But if you have the loan on this other side, it will be draining you, so you can't go anywhere. So instead of you expanding with the money that you have, then you have to get the money. You have to get the money to the loans. You see, you have to repay using the same business money. So you see, those are some issues that I've seen. It will limit your growth, your expansion. It will be so hard. Okay, how do you expand anyway? Like, you've seen an opportunity of expanding, you want to expand, and then at the same time there's bank loan to pay. Who does the expanding when you have to pay the loan? Of course, that becomes your god every single day. When you wake up from the bed, you have to think about that. You have to think how best you're going to repay the loan and all that stuff, which is something that is really, really bad for a business owner like you. Most of the loans that I've seen, when they say, okay, I want to get a loan, most of the people, when they say they want to get a loan, they don't even use the money to the intended purpose. A few people that say, I want to get a loan, and they use the money to the intended purpose. There are a few people that do that. There are a few people. So the same applies with your loan. Out of 10 people, the people that said, okay, I want to do this business, you'd find that maybe 5 people, they're the ones that managed to do. Maybe 4 people, maybe 30. The rest will just use the money for personal needs. That's the difficult part about these loans. You know, people might even end up using the money for different uses. The purpose of business is vanishing most of the. I don't know what is the problem with the money, because most of the times when people look at money, they think a lot. You know, before someone has money, they'll start thinking clearly. But when the money comes in, they forget about the business, which is really bad. You know what? Depending upon the loan, it becomes so bad because it will reduce your financial smartness. You'll not be smart because your dependence will be on the loan. Okay, so you can't think critically. Right now, if I need something, my, I'll sit down, I'll plan for it, I'll see those, you know, financial decisions that I'll make sure that I do those things that are going to make sure I get what I want to have. Okay, that's how it is, guys. But when you have access to bank loans, you can't even think properly. You just, okay, want this bank loan, you get it and all that. So that's about it. I do feel. All right, let me show you an alternative. Instead of getting a bank loan, let me show you what you should do. The first thing that you should do, just start small. Okay, start small with your savings and invest the profits. That is the biggest financial advice I can ever give you. Start small with your own savings, what you have saved from your job, what you have saved from your piecework, what you have saved from, you know, whatever that you are doing. Get that money, reinvest, start small. Be good with starting small. That's not so bad. Start small, then begin to reinvest the profits. Begin to invest the profits. That's a beauty. That's a beauty about this. Okay, so do that, guys. That's the first you can do. The other thing that you can do, expand based on actual customer demand instead of a loan. Expand depending on the actual customer demand instead of going for a loan. Okay, when you want to expand and you go for a loan, you know, most of the times you're going to expand because of the loan. But myself, if I want to expand, I'll only expand when I see what their customers want. Okay, so I only go and buy a lot of stuff that the customer wants. That is all. Not because that there's a loan and all that stuff. That one will just reduce some more, you know, just your creativity and all that stuff. So it's better you just expand using the customer, the actual customer information, unlike the loan. Okay, so guys, this is what I feel about a loan. Tell me what you feel in the comment section.